Jill of all trades, Michelle C, a.k.a. DJ Make a Move. She cute. Your host of Kandid Kisses TV, everywhere you need to be. And if you don't know by now, it's not your typical interview, y'all.
Kandid Kisses blown away. Kandid Kisses TV for tomorrow today. Man, throw that auto-tune on that bitch. Have you sound like Teddy Payne.
Hi there, this is Kim Cole, and you are rocking with Kandid Kisses TV.
It's your boy Talent, baby. Michelle and Kandid Kisses TV with my girl Michelle C. Don't take it personal.
Yo, what's up? It's bruh man from the fifth floor. In the ATL, chilling with Kandid Kisses TV.
What's up, y'all? You're watching Kandid Kisses TV with my homegirl, Michelle.
Hello there. Have you asked yourself what you're missing? I have. It's Kandid Kisses TV.
What up, Kiss fam? I know it look a little different in here, just a little bit, little razzle dazzle, but I'm back like I never left. Listen, we got a whole lot to talk about in these last couple of weeks and all in the internet streets and all up and through the BET Awards. Let's just say that. Let's just say Versuz. We got some stuff to talk about. But before we get to the nitty gritty, you know what I got to do each and every time, right about the same time. I got to threaten you a little bit. Subscribe now. I'm going to tell you, mama, act like she done raised you right. And you know I am not playing about that. Listen, I'm going to let my Aquarius sisters tell you how I really feel about it.
I don't want to fuck nobody up.
No.
I don't want to fuck nobody up.
I don't want to fuck nobody up, but I will.
If I have to.
On God. Ain't playing. Subscribe now. I'm going to tell you, mama, please like, comment, and share with your mama and them. Because over here, we have a good time. And listen, if you ain't ready to clown, don't come to the circus because we over here acting a whole goddamn on fool. And if you ain't about no foolishness, go and log out. Because we need laughter in our life around these parts. You hear me? All right. So we're going to get straight into it. This weekend, we experienced the Versuz. Y'all, baby, listen. Y'all seen, like I would show a clip, but y'all seen the foolishness all up and through the streets of the Versuz streets. And I'm gonna say this. Was I entertained? Absolutely. Baby, listen, I key heed. Whoo, honey. But but speaking of a Versuz, right? Now, I had the pleasure of doing a comedy show at shouts out to my homie Steve Brown and my homegirl Flo So Amazing in the building. Yes, if you don't know who Flo So Amazing is, get it together because she has been on the podcast. Just go ahead and type in Kandid Kisses TV Flo So Amazing and you'll see her pull right on up. But anyway, we had a Versuz of our own. Baby, listen. Before I got home after our show and was able to tune in and tap in on the Versuz. Oh, we had a Versuz, all right. We had a Versuz between the worst comedian ever in life versus the audience that was looking at him like, what the hell? I only got a little snippet. Like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I recorded a lot of it. I don't know what happened with my phone. I was so mad because I'm still trying to figure out where the footage is. Because I see anyway, that's not the point. Let me get back on focus. Point of the matter is this. The man was nuts. I mean, I don't know if he staged that or what. But let me tell you something. I've only been in this comedy world on the stage for a little bit of time. Like, I've been in the comedy field for years, but me doing it on the stage, I've only been in on there for a little bit of time. I started in November and I'm making my little strides and, getting where I need to be, right? But one thing I know, just as a normal human being, When you get on the stage and somebody gives you the opportunity to even get on their stage, the stage that you didn't hook up, the stage that they provided for you, and you get the opportunity to get on somebody's stage, the one thing you don't do, you don't disrespect the audience. I thought that was just common sense, but apparently all sense ain't common. Yeah, you don't. Not only do you not disrespect the audience, you don't disrespect the host. Listen, this man got up there and acted a whole donkey. Yeah, he did. Proceeded to talk mess about the host that graciously put him on the stage, sight unseen, not knowing what he was going to do, gave him an opportunity to rock if he wanted to rock. Problem is this. Don't nobody know you, sir. And if you're trying to make strides in comedy for people to know you, I don't suggest you ruin your opportunity when someone gives you a mic. You ruined your opportunity by going up there, going against the host, number one. Number two, you ruined your opportunity by going against the audience that's going to be your supporters if you ever do find a career. Like, come on. I'm just going to show you a little snippet because, okay, we're just going to get to it.
Yeah, say something so I can smack your ass with this bag.
Come on, you wildin'.
Happy birthday, bitch. You ain't Shaq.
Now tell me, that was just a small smidget, a little smidge of how he started his quote-unquote comedy. He got on there, and the first thing he said was some rude stuff to Steve, started clowning him for whatever. Why he felt like that was necessary, I don't know. But went on there and started talking about him. Strike one. Strike two. Strike two is there's a lady in the audience that is celebrating her birthday. She came out to have a good time. She came out to kiki and enjoy the show. And then he proceeds to tell her happy birthday and then calls her a B. Sir, in what world is that ever okay? I digress. Let's just put it this way. I've always been told, comedy is not easy. And it's not. But if that's what we have to go against, come on. Like, sir, if you just want to get up there and act the ass, you should just say that. Because nothing that he did was comedy, number one. And then, before I move on from that, this Negro had the audacity, the whole niggerdom to just yell out randomly, "Where my abortion bitches at?" Sir, I know this ain't correct English, but why come? Sir? I mean, if that was going to be a segue to your Roe versus Wade, no, try again. But I'll just put it this way. Stick to something else. Whatever his day job is, that's where he needs to stay. And then let me tell you something also, before I move on to the next thing. When you have somebody that you're dealing with that's that crazy, oh, baby, I had my eyes on him the whole night. I was trying to enjoy the show, but I was watching him like a hawk. Because this is the thing. People was like, well, why didn't they kick him out, right? Well, when you have somebody that's nuts, because if y'all saw in the video, the little cane he had, that cane was like an unordinary looking cane. It was a weird looking bat type of cane. Ain't no telling if it was a 12, gauge shotgun at the end of it or what. So the whole time I'm looking at him to make sure I can find my nearest exit, because I don't see somebody that's coming that aggressive and that angry for no damn reason. I don't see them not wanting to swing. And when they didn't kick him out, my only assumption, the reason they didn't kick him out is because when you're dealing with somebody that crazy, you got to keep your eyes on them. You hear me? Because you don't want to take a chance of this fool going to the car and getting some nonsense. You feel me? So, I don't know if it was for me, I feel like it might have been a better move to let him stay there and because, baby, listen, and that's the reason I'm mad that I didn't get a chance to figure out how to get this footage off my phone, because, baby, listen, they had a whole goddamn roast session on his ass, and he deserved every bit of it. But I digress. But on to the regular scheduled program, let me tell you something. That Versuz was a whole entire hot mess. Baby, from Ray J having one note on that one wish to carrying the baby, from Omarion just randomly eating a dang on watermelon. For what reason? For what was the reason, sir? And let me tell you something. I love Omarion's music. You hear me? But I feel I'm just gonna say my piece and move on. And I want to know in the comments what y'all felt about the verses. I know everybody been talking about it, but I want to know what y'all felt about the verses too. Let me tell you. I'm gonna go through the list. Strike one. Sammy came in very aggressive. What reason? What was the reason? Like, are you trying to prove that you can sing? Don't need to prove that. You know you can sing. Cool. Now, I will say throughout the verses, the vocals on quite a few people were a little different. It's a little struggleville. You feel me? Yeah, let's just okay. So we got Sammy that was being overly aggressive. For what reason? I'm not sure. I don't know if he was just trying to prove a point that he was, doing his thing when he was doing his thing. Okay. 2, Bobby V. I thought Bobby V did well. However, the remark, I don't know who said it, but whoever said, you know what? Don't nobody know but blackberry molasses unless you live in Atlanta. I ain't gonna lie. That's a true statement because I'm in Atlanta and that's the only reason I know the song because I honestly know for a fact, because I'm from LA, but I know for a fact there's quite a few friends of mine that, they know who Bobby V is and they rock with him, but they didn't even know he was in a group that sung Blackberry Molasses because it is an ATL hit. That's just like Roll With Me with my girl Bianca. That's my homegirl though. But they had a really good hit called Roll With Me. But that's an Atlanta classic. Like no one knows that song unless you're in the ATL. So I get it. But they ain't had to get down on my boy Bobby like that. Because Bobby, out of the vocals that night doing on verses, most people, if I had to pick who sounded decent, Bobby sounded decent. Sammy sounded decent. Mario, of course, was cool. Let's put it this way. Mario did show the fact that he has vocals, but that's another thing right there. We never doubted your vocals, Mario. I'm like, you know what? I'm a segue to this real quick. I feel because honestly, Mario is a vocal beast. The nigga can sing. He can sing his behind off. Yes. Do I feel like he had to be that rude on the verses? Absolutely not. I don't think he had to be that rude on the verses. Like I've been hearing, people saying, well, no, he had to let him know or whatever. This is what I think happened. I feel like because Omarion had more of the mega hits, if you will, that maybe Mario felt like, yeah, he may have had all these hits and he's a dancing nigga or whatever the case may be, but I'm the real deal. I can really sing. And that's where I feel like that energy was coming from. But that's the thing. It's like, yeah, you really can sing it. And you are that dude. But I thought Versuz was about who has the hits. And Mario, yes, you absolutely have hits. Do you have as many as Omarion? I don't know. I'm going to say I don't know. From what you all played on the verses, the answer would be no. Because this is another thing. Versus is not a time where you play your new music. We don't give a shit about your new music. Versus is like going to an old school concert. We want to hear your old shit so we can sing along with it. Like when y'all playing songs don't nobody know, we just looking at y'all like, okay, this is a listening party or what we doing? Because no, we want to hear the songs we know because we want to sing along with them. If we don't know the songs, we just staring at you. We gonna say, okay, yeah, you can sing, great. That's all we got for you because we don't know the fucking song. But anyway, I'm sorry. I got as passionate as Mario did with his nostrils. But listen. Okay. Sorry. Look, I'm sitting here talking about he being mean and I'm being mean. I'm not going to be mean. But look, it's kind of hard not to be mean to someone that's being, mean to others. Like, I don't like people bullying. Like, it's one thing if you joking or whatever. But it's like, this is the thing. It was cool when he was going in on Omarion and being like, yeah, you sound crazy or whatever. And I get it because he's from Be More or whatever, right? Be more careful. But what I didn't appreciate is at the end of it, when, they supposedly squashed the beef. Oh, no, it's all love, whatever, right? But then immediately after the verses, you go to Instagram and continue to clown his ass. How you gonna say it's all love and then continue to like if you're gonna say ain't no smoke and then smoke the whole goddamn thing up after the thing is over? Like, come on, son. He said he was at dang on Omarion's wake. I mean, he put moms in it. Like, I mean, come on, Mario. This is the name. Mario, I feel like this. In my humble opinion, I know you ain't give a shit, but look, this is my little opinion. My opinion is this. If your goal was to prove to the world that you can sing, you've already done that. If your other goal was to hopefully this will gain more fan base, I don't think that was the right move. Because as a artist, people support you if they like you. If they don't like you, I can't see somebody supporting someone they don't like. I'm not buying your album. I'm not downloading anything if I don't rock with you. And then the way you displayed like the shade and everything, it's just like, yeah, you can sing, yeah, you talented, but like, bruh, if you're gonna be a villain, I don't want to support a villain. That's just me. But again, we in these internet streets, sometimes you gotta you find your audience. Some people like a villain. And if you want to be that villain dude and then you only have villain people that rock with you, cool. Problem achieved or problem solved. You didn't reach your goal. So it is what it is. But that's just my humble opinion. Now, before the Versuz started, I had a debate with another comedy comrade, and he was telling me how he felt like Mario was going to win. Now, his debate was Mario can sing better. And see, this is the thing. Like I said, I never said Mario couldn't sing. Everybody knows that boy can sing. What I said was Omarion had more hits. I still am correct about that. Whether you feel like Mario is a better singer or whatever the case may be, the fact of the matter is Omarion has more hits. Let's be real. You ain't got to like a nigga, but you know he got hits. Come on. You feel me? Now, did he have to bring Tank and all the people on stage? Nah. But I mean, hey, it's a show. You do what you do. But and then Pleasure P, baby. Poor baby. Pleasantly plump P. And I ain't even mad because, baby, I'm plump too. But, baby, like, you came out there with your Bedazzle shirt, with your slow grind. For what reason? And then I don't even understand, like, so was the first half of the Versuz for people that only had 2 or 3 songs? Because and baby, poor little Ray J, they would not let him live. He was like, can I live? Can I get one off? Can I sing my one song? And I felt him. Whether he sound bad, good, or indifferent, like, let him get his song on. You know what I'm saying? He only got maybe 3. Let him hit them. You wouldn't even let him hit the damn note. Like, now, granted, he may not be able to reach the note, but even let him try, though. And, oh, poor Jeremiah. All he needed to do was just goddamn pass out flyers. Because, baby, none of them notes was on point. Now, that's all I got to say about that. But moving on. Speaking of moving on, we're gonna move on because I want to let y'all know about my new merch that we got that just dropped on KandidKissesTV.com. Oh yeah, and if you didn't know, Kandid Kisses TV got a website. Yes, ma'am, and sir. KandidKissesTV.com. If you go ahead and put your little fingers on the keyboards and tap that in, you can see what we have to offer. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all see the commercial.
You see it. That's right. Kandid Kisses TV have new merch. New merch alert. Shop KandidKissesTV.com. Not only is Kandid Kisses TV the dopest comedy podcast in the game right now, but we have merch just in time for your vacations, your parties, all that. You got to get your drip right. So shop KandidKissesTV.com. Everybody shut up on me and shop KandidKissesTV.com. One more time for dramatic effect. Shop KandidKissesTV.com. If you're sitting here and you're still looking and you ain't clicked the button to KandidKissesTV.com, you're slipping and you're pimping. Shop KandidKissesTV.com. I know I say one more time, but I was just playing. Listen, go ahead and shop it. And while you're over there, go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel.
And you know what it is. We back. You saw it. I even got it on today, baby. I may not be your cup of tea, but somebody want to say, get you one, get you some, get you a couple. We got the mugs and everything. But let's get back on into today's topic. Now, We're going to move back into today's topic, and I don't know if y'all know. Today, I want to talk about who is right and who is wrong. So, a couple of days ago, I don't know if it happened either last night or what, I saw it today. But whenever it got down, I saw it and I was like, oh, baby, we got to chat about this. Because there was a young lady that is upset with her baby daddy because he only brings food for his child. So pretty much the situation is this. The woman has 4 children. Okay, so here it is. The woman has 4 children. One of the children, so here it goes. The woman has 4 kids. One of the kids belongs to a gentleman, and he only feels like he needs to provide for his only one child. Now, I'm inclined to agree. Why would you take care of multiple children that are not yours? Doesn't make sense, right? So, story goes this. She says every day he brings his child some food, but he doesn't bring anybody else any food. He only brings food for his one child. Now, for whatever reason, she felt some type of way, to the point where she felt like she needs to record this because she wants to prove to whoever, I don't know, maybe the social media world, or she wants to prove to whoever that he's a horrible dad for doing this, and she doesn't agree with it. So with that being said, I'm going to let y'all see this video, and I'm going to know. So with that being said, I'm going to let y'all see this video, and I want to know your thoughts about this situation. Was she right? Was he right? Who's wrong? Who's petty? Let's get into it. Let's go ahead and share this screen because you got to see this, baby.
Every day my baby daddy come here with one meal for my child. But I have 3 other kids. We have 1 kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing to McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids McDonald's though? Like, that's bogus as hell. Like, you're not gonna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there you go. And I bet you he only got one thing in there. I bet you he don't even. I'm finna expose somebody now, so people can see how he really is. It ain't more than enough food in that bag for everybody. What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry? Okay, what about my other kids? Okay, but them your kids' siblings though. Them your kids' siblings though. So my other kids finna be left out. You know I don't give my food stamps to the 7. But if you're trying to help out though, you're not helping out. How are you helping your son when you're only getting food for just him and not the other kids, his siblings? Them are his siblings though. He's not finna eat in front of all his other siblings and they're not eating on McDonald's. No. Why do I gotta put No. He's not finna eat that shit at all if you can't bring enough for everybody. Yes. How is that dumb? You sound dumb.
Nobody told you to talk to them other. You had them other kids. They were your responsibility. They're not my responsibility.
Okay, but if you're gonna bring one, you need to bring it for all. How do that shit look that I'm letting one child eat McDonald's and all the rest of the kids can't eat no fucking McDonald's? You know I get food stamps on the 11th.
3 kids that ain't mine.
Yeah, they're his siblings. You knew what you was getting into when you had a baby with me. Yes, you did. Okay, but you still had a baby with me who have kids with other people. I still have other kids. Because I'm exposing. Everybody thinks you're such a motherfucking good daddy. No, you're not. You're full of shit in this You only come here with one piece of food for one child.
The child that's mine, silly.
No, that's dumb that you can't feed the other kids. Don't feed nobody at all then. He can't take that. He can't eat it.
Maybe if you had one or two, I can maybe. It's three extra kids. I like going to my account, spending money on all those kids. They're not my kids.
Them are your kids' siblings, though. Dumb.
So that's you gonna go with? That's the one you gonna
Those are your kids' siblings.
That means
Yeah. So don't. No, I didn't say you have to take care of them. You can bring them something to eat if you bring one something to eat.
I bring them food every other day. What do you mean?
Exactly, but you don't never bring food for the other ones. You know I get my food stamps on the 11th. Okay, but I'm saying we share the same kids as well.
Absolutely. So if you want to, you feel like a little bit about to eat, take him in the room and let him.
I'm not taking my kid in the
Send him
room.
down to the car. He ain't even got. He can come right out to the car and eat with me.
No. You know what? Fine. Give it here.
Thank you.
Give it here. Give it here. Give it here. Done. He ain't eating this. You. Because you ain't bringing up for all the other kids. You stupid. Selfish is like you're dumb as hell. You're dumb as hell. He's not finna eat that. Dumb. He not finna do it. If you can't do it for all, don't do it for none of them. But stupid. So I'm finna take that day.
So, what are your thoughts? Listen, leave it in the comments. Listen, I'm going to tell my thoughts and we're going to move on and get on up out of here. But baby, listen, I can only speak from my point of view. I do not have kids, so I can't sit there and understand where she feels or how she feels as a mother. But what I can say as just a normal human being, why do you think this man is responsible for your kids? Because let me tell you the dynamic. The dynamic is this. From the way he's approaching her saying, let me give this food to my child, to my son, y'all are obviously not together anymore, which means if he's not sleeping with you, y'all not sharing the same household, y'all are not under the same roof, why do you feel like he's responsible for you and all of your kids? Once he decided not to kick it with you no more for whatever that reason was, then the only thing he is responsible for at that time is what he left with you was the child and the baby. So is he wrong for bringing just his child food? I personally don't think so. Is he petty for just bringing his child the food? Yes, that's petty. Because let me tell you, I think it's petty because of the fact that regardless of the other kids are yours, that is something that a child is going to, children are going to remember. Dang, why he always gets to eat food and we don't. Now, granted, I 100% agree that it is not that man's responsibility. What he said was correct. Where are they fathers? Where are they daddies? That is not my fault that these other children's fathers are not there for them. It is not my fault you made the wrong decision with your poor decisions from the fathers from your other children. Luckily, I'm not that dude where I left you hanging with a baby and you figured out for yourself. The baby that I'm responsible for, I'm going to take care of. So what she should have did was made better decisions in life, and maybe he should have been the only baby father, and maybe he could have been the only husband versus baby father. Anyway, we're going to get into the details of that. But the point of the matter is this. Is he right for just bringing one child food when he only has one child with that woman? Maybe I'm petty. Maybe, whatever. But I agree with, dude, he ain't responsible for the rest of your children. Now, I'll say this, though, because he even said out of his own mouth, he didn't try or attempt to be petty. It's probably gotten to the point where he's becoming petty because of how toxic she is. Because of the fact that he's like, well, look, if you maybe had one or two other kids, if you just had maybe one other kid, oh yeah, okay, cool. I can, pay for another baby. Ain't no big deal, whatever. I don't mind looking out for another little man or another little lady or whatever. But the fact of the matter is, you don't have one or two. You have 5. Why do you feel like this man is responsible for 5 of your kids instead of just one that he had with you. That's just, think about it in a business point of view. Like, if I started a business with one person, then I only expect that one person to work with me on that one business. But if me and this business person started this one business together, and I decided to go off and create 5 other businesses, and then I said, hey, business partner, yeah, I'm gonna need for you to help me with my other 5 businesses. That business partner didn't sign up for that. He signed up for the one we, signed up for, the one we had the dotted line for. This is the one he agreed to. So why would I ever assume that he's going to help me with my 5 other businesses just because? So she's talking about how he's selfish and what. The audacity of you calling him selfish when you created 4 other children before him, but now he's supposed to be responsible for them because of your mistake. So he got to clean up where you messed up. No, sis. No. And I always be trying to have my sisters back, but I can't agree with this, sis. I can't agree that, oh yeah, he should be responsible for all your mistakes. Nah, bro. No. That's not cool. Like, I applaud any man that is willing to take care of other, men's children. I applaud any man that does that. But do I feel like a woman should be owed that? No. A man don't owe you to take care of your children. A man owes to take care of his child, not yours. So that's just my 2 cents on it. I mean, ladies, we got to do better. Like, and I'm only speaking. I'm speaking from just a single woman on the outside looking in with no kids, because kids are a blessing to whoever wants them. So I'm not going to say that it was a mistake, but what I will say, he shouldn't be responsible for taking care of something that he had to do with. I ain't gonna say mistakes because they ain't mistakes, they're here. But he shouldn't absolutely not be responsible for something that he had nothing to do with. He wasn't in the bedroom 5 times with you. He was in the bedroom with you 1 time. So that's just my take on it. But people in the comments, please let me know your thoughts about it. Like on some real. Like, I want to hear from the men. I want to hear from the ladies. There's gonna be ladies that don't agree with me. Now, let me tell you something, ladies. I understand you're not going to agree with me because you may have your point of view of, well, you don't have children, so how can you speak up? I'm not speaking on the children. I'm speaking on just the logical facts that I'm not responsible for something that I had nothing to do with. That's all I'm speaking of. That's all I'm speaking of. Now, and I'm saying, I said originally, was it kind of petty? Yes, it is petty to say I'm only going to bring, food for my one child and forget the rest of these kids. But I understand why he's like, fuck them kids, because they ain't mine. That's all I'm saying. I understand where that comes from. Could he have handled it better knowing what type of female he was dealing with? Possibly. My thing is, if the baby is hungry and she got 5, 10 kids, however many kids she got, and you're going to keep running into this issue because she's like, if you can't, bring it for everybody, don't bring none. I get that, and I understand that concept, because it's like, it is hard to see have children watch their sibling, eat food, and then they sitting there struggling. But now this is also the point. Let's get beyond the fact that he only brought, food for his child. As a mother, what are you doing where you can't feed your children? Like, you decided to have them, so then why didn't you have the setup to be able to pay for the children? Now, I can't sit there and say that it's easy. Hell, it's hard to pay for shit, take care of my own stuff, let alone children. That's another reason why I don't have no motherfuckers, because it's hard enough to raise myself. You feel me? But she kept hollering throughout the video, oh, well, my food stamps don't get here to this and da-da-da-da. Okay, well, y'all need to come up with something where these kids can eat, where this argument doesn't have to happen again. Because it's very petty. It's very stupid, to say the least. But it's like, I honestly get both point of view. Even though the way she approached it was really ridiculous, I do understand where she's coming from. Is like, because it is hard for kids to understand, why does my brother get to eat but I don't get to eat? So I absolutely understand where she's coming from in that regard. But in the same breath, I also understand why he's saying, okay, I'm going to provide for my son, But why are these other, like you're sitting here asking me, can I bring food for the rest of them? Forget even the fact that whether they're my children or not, why haven't the rest of them eaten? Like, are we going to avoid the fact that she's saying don't bring nothing for you can't bring something for one and not everybody? Well, then why hasn't everybody eating? Like, are y'all struggling to the point where nobody's eating and you only depend on this man to bring y'all food? Obviously not, because you said your food stamps don't get there till the 11th. Okay, well then you need to do some meal prep and figure out how to plan better so you ain't got to be arguing to this man about no damn McDonald's meal. I'm done. We can go on and on about this, but I want to hear what y'all got to say in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you feel about this whole debacle. Was he right? Was she wrong? Who's petty? Who's not? What did you think about the Versuz? What did you think about the idiot that was trying to be a comic that was not funny at all? Let me know what you think.
Candid Kisses TV is brought to you by Kissable Lips Cosmetics. You can be kissed without kissable lips. Shop KissableLipsCosmetics.com today for all your beauty needs.